Hi, everyone. My name is Alec Hansen. I'm a volunteer at the University of Iowa Autism Clinics, just like yourself. And I'm recording a quick video today to show you how to download and use Microsoft Teams for free if you aren't affiliated with the university and don't have access to an Office 365 account already. So what we're going to do here is I have just a quick new Gmail set up that I'm going to use as my test dummy here, and I'll show you how to go from your email account to accessing in Teams without having to pay for any subscriptions. And just a little bit more background if you didn't watch the other video or haven't heard yet, but there is a hospital-wide initiative to move all of volunteer services and all of our departments' data storage off of Google accounts and move towards using Microsoft just for security reasons. So volunteer services is shifting to Teams, and thus we are moving towards every unit of volunteering having their own Microsoft Teams hub, okay? So I'm going to show you how to go from an invite from my student leader board member to accessing the team. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, assuming I don't have any Microsoft Teams accounts, is I'm going to go to this website for a free Teams download. And we'll share this with you. You can find it, just on the internet, but we'll share this with you so you don't have to go searching. But I'm going to click sign up for free. Okay, and bearing there's no issues with technology here, I'm going to sign up for an account. So I'm going to enter my email, and my email here is going to be Alec Hansen Teams Testing at Gmail. Nope, I lied. Alec Hansen Testing Teams at gmail.com. All right, how do I want to use Teams? This really shouldn't matter too much for school, for friends or family, for work and organizations. I'm going to go ahead and just say for friends and family, just to make it, I think it's simpler that way. So I'm going to say friends and family. This Microsoft account does not exist. Enter a new one or get a new one. Let's create one. Okay, so they're making me a Microsoft account. Alec Hansen Testing Teams. Great. Create a password. I'm just going to name it, hashtag testing teams. Okay, so I'm going to remember that password for my Microsoft. Okay, hashtag testing teams. You can make it whatever you'd like. I'm going to have to input my information. Alec Hansen. It's going to ask you for some, general info for your Microsoft account. Just input it there. It's going to send me an email to verify that my Microsoft code is valid, that I'm not a computer or a robot. So you can see I just went to my email here. I did that kind of quick. I just went to my email. I'm verifying my email address. So I'll click on this email they sent me. They gave me a 5743 code. So I'll have to input that, 57443. I don't need any information. Okay. So now I believe it's going to shoot me into making a phone number. They solved the puzzle, so we know you're not a robot. You might have to do this just for Microsoft security. I'm going to tap this till it's right side up. Okay, great, done. Okay, just checking my credentials. Let's see here. I'm going to have to add a phone number. So your Microsoft account will require you to add your phone number. They shouldn't really text you much anything after you input it here, but I'm just going to add my phone number here. So I just made up this phone number on Google. So don't worry about texting it. It won't send you anywhere. Okay, so they're going to text a code to this new email I made, or this new phone number I made. Okay, so at your personal phone, you'll get a texted code. Just input that code here. They have tons of security walls as you try to make a Microsoft account. But now we'll see, we should be pretty much in. It's loading Microsoft Teams for me. Okay, great. How do I want to appear? First name, last name, that's perfect. Okay. Let's see here what we get. Okay, so now I'm into Teams. Okay, I'm gonna hit continue there. So this is what Teams will look like. Okay, so now we have the app. We have an account for free online. What I'm gonna do now is go back to my email, and I should have an invitation from my student leaderboard member to join a specific team for my unit. Okay, so you can see here, we got an email from Microsoft Teams. You have been added as a guest to University of Iowa float unit. Okay, so you'll receive this invitation from your student leaderboard member in your Gmail. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this float unit team because every unit will have their own Microsoft team. I'm going to click open Microsoft Teams here, and I'm hoping that it's going to let me log in with that new account I just made. We'll see. Okay, we're going to open it. Okay, this is my new email, alexhansen@gmail. This resource is not shared by Microsoft. The organization would like you to do all of these things. Great, let's hit accept. And, okay, this site is trying to open Microsoft Teams. I will allow it to open Microsoft Teams. Nope, I don't want the app, I lied. Okay, so now we followed our email. What we're gonna do is just use the web app to access Teams. If you wanna download the Windows app, you're welcome to. That's why I got that notification because I already have the app on my computer. If you wanna download the Windows app, so it shows up just like a Microsoft Word or PowerPoint, you can. If you wanna just use the Use app and you don't feel like downloading something, you can just click Use the web app instead. So I'm gonna click right here and let's see where it sends me. Okay, great. Don't need to worry about those. Let's see if I'm logged in with the right email. Perfect. Okay, so I'm in. So this is what you will see once you've properly logged into the Microsoft team for your unit using a free Microsoft account. Here's what it'll look like. Okay, so the general the general setup of a team. So we are in the float unit team right now. Okay, this is the web page I'll see. And within this float unit team here with this little brain, I have different channels. So you can see we only have one channel right here and it's called general. So that's all you should be able to see as a volunteer. You'll see a general channel and there can be many right along here. In this case, there's only one. But within each channel, we have different tabs. Okay, so in the general channel of our float unit team, we have posts and we have files. Those are our two tabs. So you can see there's no posts right now. This is just a general chat board. So if I wanted to, as a volunteer, post something for the whole unit to see, I can click new conversation and I could type something in here and share that. If I had a tip for, a really nice story from a volunteering, experience you had that day, you could share those here. You could send questions to your student leaderboard member through this chat, anything you can post here, okay? So this is the post page. And the second tab is files, and this is probably more important. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. And if I go to the files tab within this general channel, I'm going to see, the files that kind of set up the organization of my unit online. Okay, so in my case, for the float unit here, I can see the schedule. So I can click into this Microsoft Excel sheet and I can view the schedule. I can edit it with, putting my name down for a new shift if I'm signing up at the beginning of semester. So I can review the schedule here. If I don't remember when I'm volunteering, I can type my name and edit and add it just like this, so on and so forth. And that's that. So I can see my schedule through that files tab. I can look at the training schedule. I can look at a mentor checklist and review some of the things we talked about at my training session. This is basically a way for you to see all of the files that your unit uses online. So everyone can see these at any time, just logging into Microsoft Teams. Your student leaderboard member, will probably have you sign up for documents in the future using Microsoft Teams. So it used to be that student leaderboard members would email out a Google spreadsheet from the Google Drive, and they'd have you put your name right onto that spreadsheet. That was all Google powered, and this is the same exact thing, but it's through Teams now, okay? So they'll send out a Teams document that you'll be able to edit and review, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of make sure that I cover my bases here. We talked about being in the float unit team. You'll be in the unit for your respective volunteering unit. We have the general channel, and we have the tabs here, posts and files. You shouldn't really have to worry about adding any new documents or uploading anything. You won't need to download. You can edit everything online here. But I hope that this workspace makes sense. Hopefully you were able to follow straight from the free Teams download webpage all the way towards accessing a Microsoft team from your email invitation. you have any problems, please reach out to myself, McCade, or Susan, who have been kind of helping coordinate this team's transition for the float unit. And yeah, I'm trying to think any other issues. That should be pretty much it. My email is just alec-hansen@uiwa.edu, or you can contact my SLB email where you probably have already received emails before, so just search my name. And yeah, we hope that this transition goes smooth and we see you on Teams soon.